Okay, everyone. Playing around a little bit. I've done some of this in the past, but not. These are a bunch of books that we used to get at school. They'd be donated for free in the classrooms, and of course, they're all being thrown out. So I thought, of course, the book covers would be good for book covers. But they're glossy pages, a lot of bright pictures. They're really too big to use in a journal that's turning sideways. You know, you can cut a few pictures out if you needed that or something. And they're glossy. So there's a couple of ways. One of the ways that I've always used for my magazine pages is using the Awesome Cleaner from the Dollar Tree. It works really good to take your color off of your magazine pages and dull it down and let them look old and your usable pages with just a little bit. But when I tried it on this type of books, it didn't quite work out. It wouldn't take all the color off. As you can see, it did dull it a little, but the images are still there. So that wouldn't work for this book, but Awesome Cleaner from Dollar Tree works great for magazine pages. I'll try to do a video on those at some time. So our wonderful Kathleen sands book pages. And so I wanted to sand. And I have a big sanding block and I cut a piece of it off. But that's what I've done, and I just realized I didn't turn my lights on, guys. Whoops. So here, let me blind you a little bit. Okay. Better? But these books that I was showing you, I'll show you again. The glossy pages. Awesome Cleaner did not work. It dulled the pictures, but they're still there. And you can see how bright they are otherwise. So it did dull them, but it didn't really work what I wanted. So Kathleen, and I used a big sanding block. It's a huge big sanding block like this. But for doing this type of sanding, I cut it off. So it'll make it easier. And so I sanded the pages. And I want you to look at these. You really cannot see these images. Now, can you see how that's so much usable for journal pages, but yet you still have some background to build upon? So that's one that I did at first, and I really didn't take a lot off, and I could still see the words, and I could still see the images. But as you can see, these are blurred. And you just literally take your sanding block, and excuse the shaking, I'm sorry, it's just for a little bit. But you see, I just focused on that. See how you can take the words off of anything? And then I just take a rag, and you can see my lovely little rag here, look. It's all blacked up because that is ink. And that you're scratching off, and so then I just sort of wipe it off so that my pages thing. So then you can build on your pages. But that's my little idea there. And so get out your sanding block if you've got books like this. And see, I just love that with the greens. That was actually, you probably be able to see when you look at it, it had a praying mantis on it. But to be able to turn that into a journaling page, cut it down to size that you need, and then build on it. You've already got a background that's not white. And you got it. I didn't get all that wiped off, but you see even it comes through on there. Now, what I did like about the Awesome Clean, I might take the Awesome and further. See how it took the ink and it took this white. See it? You know, it took the white and you didn't make it as white. So I might actually use that if I can get to it real quick. I think I can. Let's just try it real quick. And when I say Awesome Cleaner from the Dollar Tree, that's what I'm talking about. So let me see. I might help I turn it on. Spray it on there. Like I said, it makes a mess. And it does take some more of the color off and dull it down a little bit more, but not enough that... And it'll dry. Let's see. Let's open it up and see what it looks... The difference is. Of course, it's wet. But... the more of a grungier look you'll get when it dries than just sanding. But there you go. That's my tip for today. And stay tuned, because as soon as I get an order in of something I just ordered, I've got a great little idea experiment I want to try, and I think it will be a game changer in our journals. See you later.